Let's take a look at image maps. An image map allows a web developer to define multiple areas of an image that each provide different functionality. Here is an example of an image map that was used on my wedding website as a means of introducing my wife's family and my family to one another. When hovering over a person in the image, the name and relationship to the bride or groom is shown. The girl with the attitude was the lovely bride. Typically, the areas defined in an image map behave simply as links to different pages within a site. That is what will be demonstrated in this video. Here we have an imagemap.html page and an image named fishing.png. The code in the HTML page includes an h1 element and an img element. Looking at the page, you can see the heading and the image of myself and some family members that was taken during a fishing trip in Ontario, Canada. To create an image map for this image, you could write the code by hand or use software that provides this support, such as the free GIMP photo editing software, or you can use one of the many online image map generators. The Summer Image Map Creator seemed pretty easy to use. To upload the image into Summer, simply drag and drop. After clicking the OK button, the image is displayed within the map generator. Several options are provided across the top for creating a map for the image. Start with a rectangle. Click once where you want the rectangle to begin, and click again at the opposite corner where you want the rectangle to end. Click on the Edit button to make adjustments. Click on any corner or side to resize the rectangle, and click within the rectangle and drag to move it. After selecting the circle option, click once at the center, drag to the desired size, and click again to complete the circle. Again, click Edit to move or change the size of the circle. I will quickly add a circle for my older brother as well. Finally, there is a polygon tool which I will use to map the region of the image where my uncle is. The polygon tool allows you to click multiple times to create a custom shape with as many points as needed. To complete the shape, click on the same point where you began creating the polygon. Again, you can edit to move any point or the entire shape. Double-click any of the regions you have mapped out to add a link. Add the URL into the href field. Clicking on this area of the map will now go to the jakeweb.net website. I am also going to include a title of Jake so that my name will appear when this area of the image is hovered over. After saving and closing the window, clicking on To HTML will generate the HTML code that corresponds to the areas you have mapped. Copy and paste the code into the HTML page, replacing the current img element. Indent the code appropriately. Look more closely at the code. You can see the map includes areas with different types of shapes. The first shape is a poly or polygon, with all the coordinates that define the custom shape created for my uncle. The next two shapes are circles. The first two values of the chords attribute represent the coordinates for the circle's center point, and the last value defines the circle's radius. You can see the href and title attributes for the second circle have the values that were typed in through the map generator. Similar code may still be added to the other shapes to specify more links and titles. Finally, the rect or rectangle shape is defined by two coordinates. That is, two values to define the top left corner of the rectangle and two values to define the bottom right corner. Save the document and refresh the page in the browser. When hovering over the rectangular area of my dad's face, the cursor shows as a hand. The same is true for the circular area of my brother's face and the polygon area that was defined for my uncle. When hovering over my face, the title of Jake is displayed, and clicking in my region links me to the jakeweb.net URL that was previously entered. Of course, an image map may be created by determining the needed values mathematically and through trial and error, but HTML map generators save a great deal of time. For now, my friends, that is all I have to say about image maps.